What's up, guys? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish review, and today we've got the exclusive Jada Toy Street Fighter Ultra Final Challengers Violent Kin. Let's get into it. Now, no bio on this, we're just going to get straight into the figure, but I do want to shout out the homie Damien who hooked me up with this figure for this review. So Damien, thank you so much. We're doing this for you and for anyone else at home that wants to see me review this. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and jump in where we always do with the box and accessories. As always with these releases, you get a slip cover to go on top. You've got that there, and then you switch it around to the back, and a nice little picture of Violent Kin. And for the box underneath that holds the figure itself, you get this beautiful backdrop of Kin's round or level. Him on the side, some product shot on the back, like that, and him again on the side. And that's really kind of it. So, enough talking about the box. Let's go ahead and talk about the accessories. All right, and for accessories, we have a pretty good spread, as these exclusives seem to always come with. Obviously, first and foremost, we've got 3 Kin Masters heads. We have 2 sets of hands, the fist hands, and his Hadouken hands. And then we obviously have his Shoryuken, which is on his fist now. So we'll show off the hands. Pretty standard. Your regular hands are normal. This is the head that comes on him in package, and it is a fantastic head. I like the shading and the coloring on it. I think it looks great. Now you've got these other heads right here. So the yelling head. This might be my favorite head. It is very well done. Then you've got this head here. Just a growling kind of head. And it's great. The hair sculpted all the way around, and on all of them, a wash going around the head. Fantastic. You have his Shoryuken, and that looks great. Nice translucent plastic, a little pliable, so you can get it over the fist. Easy enough. You've got his Hadouken, which is on the stand that comes with it, and nice and shiny. I gotta say, maybe a little better at this angle than the blue one. You can obviously see reused seam, whereas this one feels a little cleaner. So I actually like this one a lot more than reused standard blue one. Just could be how they did the seam, with the plastic itself, the color, but I like this a lot. Then you've got some really cool parts of the barrels. So the torn up barrel, which is shaded and painted nicely, sculpted fantastically. Very happy. You even got denting and damaging on the bottom, and you've got the hole for the top. No real paint on the inside, so I wish they would have done that, but it looks great. And then a standard whole barrel one, and it is painted magnificently. It looks so good. Well done there. And that is all of his accessories. I don't know that I could have asked for more, except for maybe the Shoryuken in the regular color for the standard Kin would have been nice. But other than that, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I would have asked to come with this figure. So that being said, let's talk about the aesthetics of the figure. And aesthetically, this figure is fantastic. I really like the shade of skin they went with him. I like the pink, so we're going to bring that in around the shading musculature. It is so good on the cheeks, around the face, obviously on the chest. You can see it on the arms, shoulders, all the way around. You can see it throughout the gi, done like a wash, nice and textured, even on the legs. A few odd spots, like there's no wrinkle here, so I don't know why they painted it there. And there's no wrinkle. But when they painted it into or washed it over the wrinkles, it looks fantastic. So ultimately, it is a win aesthetically. It's the same body as Kin Masters, which, if you're watching this review, you've also seen me put this Kin Masters up against the Storm Arena one. If you haven't seen that review, check that one out. Cheap plug here for that. But it's the same body, but the way they painted it and shaded it, it looks amazing. I like it a lot. And these extra heads, I kind of wish we had these extra heads too in the regular. I know in the first run of these specialty releases, which was Evil Ryu, Violent Ken, and the pink suit Chun-Li, I don't recall them having anything in any of those for their regular releases. But then when you get into ones like Dalsim and M. Bison and ones like those, all of them start to come with items for the standard releases. The same with Akuma coming up and some of the others. So I wish we would have got these heads. And again, the Shoryuken for regular Ken. That being said, we're talking about aesthetics, and aesthetically, this figure is great. I love the coloring inside the mouth, the eyes. It is fantastic. Nice and clean. Very clean. Very happy with that. Yeah, very, very good. So aesthetically, I think they nailed Violent Ken. I like him a lot. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and jump into articulation. Now, with articulation, there's nothing new going on. It's the same as Ken, which is why I brought up, I did the Storm Arena versus regular Ken video. Watch that one. There's no difference in articulation at all. In fact, it is technically the older body with less articulation than the newer figures have been coming out with. So keep that in mind. It's a little more limited in certain ways, but still a good body and a good figure. So that being said, head and neck, he can look up, not uber far because of the hair. The hair is catching it, but you can push down very far. You've got your side to side, but the hair is going to catch that, but you can twist just fine. You got a little bit of attitude. Your shoulder has a butterfly in it. It's not like the newer ones where it's a ball joint that moves up and down and around. It's just a butterfly. Decent enough range, up that far, all the way around. Bicep, double jointed elbow. Got to push it a little, but boom, that far. Regular pin and hinge wrists, the same that they have in all of them. Your torso, a little bit to desire. Moves forward a little bit. Of course, this gi is going to get in the way somewhat, and a little bit back, but not a lot. You can turn somewhat, but not a lot. Most of your articulation like this is going to be at the hip, which is a ball joint. So without moving the legs about that far, back pretty dang decent that far. You've got your hips that can kick almost all the way out, can kick pretty far up. You got your thigh cut, double jointed knees, which are tough but in there. You've got your ankle swivel, or your shin swivel, I should say. You've got your ankle can go down that far. Your ankle can come back up about that far. And you've got an ankle pivot in there. And it's good. So articulation for Jada is fantastic. Even at the first runs of these figures, this articulation is very, very good. It's just something to note that when you compare these to Storm Arena, they seem to lack a little. But as the line amps up and moves on, it gets so much better. It crazy good. Not to say that these figures aren't crazy good, but it just gets better. And I know it's hard to imagine, but if you own these figures, you already know what I'm talking about, like Balrog and T-Hawk. So, that being said, the articulation is exactly what you should expect it to be, and it will more than suffice. Now, let's move along to size comparison. First up, we have him next to his brother-in-law, Guile. Yes, they are in-laws. That is canon. Next, we have him with Ryu, regular edition, of course. And then T-Hawk standing in the back, towering over him, and this scales great. Of course it should, though. It's all within the same Jada line. Now, for funsies, we have him with his standard release in the same line. And there he is next to the Storm Arena version. And I like all the scaling. I like all the looks. I think it is fantastic. All right, and for final thoughts, this figure is fantastic. I am super happy to have been able to review him. I think he turned out great. Only thing that I have a critique on, which they already corrected with later releases for exclusive figures, is having a little something extra for the original or standard releases. They've already worked on that. So I can't wait to get a hold of Dhalsim. I know Akuma is coming. Can't wait for that one. I would love to see Blanca and Sagat done this way, and even Balrog, and see what extra things you'll get with them. So with that, I have to say, I think he's worth it. If you are a Street Fighters collector, you should get this figure. That being said, guys, I'm going to bring this review to an end. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below your favorite Street Fighters character, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.